We're getting rid of all the exemptions when we get back in the legislature.
Doug Ford talking about eliminating interprovincial trade barriers. It's part of the Ontario Premier's plan to fight Donald Trump's tariffs and stimulate the provincial economy. And the Premier is clear he wants this action to be the start of a larger trend in the face of the trade war with the U.S.
Hopefully all the other premiers are going to follow because it's going to benefit everyone in Canada.
Some reports say removing barriers could increase the size of Canada's economy by $250 billion a year. The barriers themselves are best described as a set of differing standards and rules that exist between provinces. The head of Ontario's Chamber of Commerce says he'd like to see Ford make it easier for workers to go where the opportunities lie anywhere in Canada.
And this could be very powerful because we have labor shortages in some areas, and there's no reason why a credential that's recognized in Quebec or Alberta or British Columbia or anywhere else shouldn't be recognized in Ontario.
One of those professions where the province is experiencing a labor shortage most profoundly is nursing. According to the Registered Nurses Association of Ontario, the province needs 26,000 more nurses. The head of that group says every province has its own certification rules.
And let's solve the issues of human resource challenges that we have, whether it is in the healthcare sector or in other industries.
For some businesses, meeting individual standards can make it hard to sell products in different provinces.
It's within our own borders.
The Canadian Federation of Independent Business wants Ford's bill to automatically recognize the standards in other provinces.
This is something we can control, and all provinces should follow suit. We've been fighting for this for years. Mutual recognition. It's the easiest way to go about this, to let people and goods flow freely across Canada's provinces.
But this economist says Canadians should temper their expectations.
I mean, politicians make it seem like they've just discovered this free lunch that's been sitting there for decades. But in fact, we have an agreement on internal trade that was signed in 1995, specifically to try to address these issues. To the extent that there's low-hanging fruit here, that fruit was harvested a long time ago.
Ford hasn't said when he'll unveil that new bill, but politicians returned to Queen's Park on April 14th, even as tariff plans coming out of the White House seem to change on a daily basis. Shawn, Jeffords, CBC News, Toronto.